it's insecurities. That's body dysmorphia. You're finding fault in yourself. I look shit there. No, you don't.
You've been quite open with your battles with body dysmorphia.
Yes, yeah. So people look, people again. It's another subject. It's a bit of a. It's something that people can't always grasp. You
Is
can
this,
be in
sorry to
shape.
interrupt, but has that been something that's always been with you, or is that something that's developed what with being on the TV and more in the public eye?
Right. So it's definitely. I spoke about this on Good Morning Britain the other day. So the body dysmorphia. Everyone's got it in some aspect. It's not just the women; men have it as well. Whether you're, you have a picture of your friends and you're checking that picture. That's body dysmorphia. Or you might have a look at it, but if you're overly looking, or oh, I'm not, I don't like that one. It's insecurities. That's body dysmorphia. You're finding fault in yourself. I look shit there. No, you don't. You're finding fault in yourself. So whether it's just having a picture, whether you're not on TV, you're training, you're a man or a woman, you're training, you're going away, you're going to Marbella, you're going to Ibiza, you want to look, or you're getting married. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not being comfortable with just who you are at that present point in time. So if that is body dysmorphia, do you know what I'm saying? That
Mhm.
is in some aspect. And obviously it's emphasized when you're on TV or in the public eye, you know, whether you like it or not, this is a very vain industry. Like the better you look, the more money you make. Like if I wasn't in shape, I wouldn't be doing a fitness app. I wouldn't be getting fitness endorsements. Like you are like, I am a walking, like I'm a business. I'm a walking advert for my own business. If I get out of shape, then if I'm not in shape, no one's gonna go and buy my app. Does that make sense? So then the body dysmorphia kicks in, because then I'm not just competing with other reality stars or other people within this industry. I'm competing with fitness models. Now, I'm not a fitness model. Fitness models, I'm not afraid that discipline goes to another level where they're not out. So see, last night they wouldn't be out drinking, eating what we're eating at all. Trust me, I've been at them boys. They live a very regimented and a very, listen, I'll say boring, with all due respect.
Like it's horses for course, isn't it? They
Yes,
love it.
they
Otherwise,
love
wouldn't
it.
be
No, that's
doing
what I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah.
So my hats off to them. Again, everyone's different. That's their business. They don't listen. They are, again. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. But the problem is, I can't live that lifestyle doing what I do. Do you know what I'm saying? It kind of
Well,
reacts.
it's the balance,
It
isn't it? I mean,
conflicts.
everything is a trade off to something else. And I mean, I think I used to, because I always used to say to myself, "Oh well, I could be in better shape if I wanted to be, but for me, the wine's more important, or the sticky toffee pudding's
Yeah,
more important."
it's
But
balance though.
but again, it's then also finding out: do you really mean that, or are you just using that as an excuse to justify
Yeah,
why you're not putting the effort in? And I think when I then did start
yeah,
to lose some weight, I then used to look back and so actually, I mean, listen, I'll never take it to the extremes, like you say, of a fitness model,
yeah.
and I'll probably struggle to get a six pack, but I think I was
But you
probably
could
making
get there if you wanted to.
excuses for myself before.
You could get there though. You could get there. Anyone.
Oh, I can. I mean, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
When I say
yeah, yeah.
struggle, I don't mean I'm physically incapable. I mean, I
But
just
there's other
know
things
that.
that you thrive in. Again, it's just like talking to someone as an individual. I'm talking about me and you here. There's areas that you excel in that I need to be more disciplined in. Not funny. When that last night we had a few drinks, you went home. I stayed out. See that discipline? You're up 9 a.m. Work it. Do you know what I'm saying? Me doing that, that's had a knock-on effect. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm good. I'm not 100% today. I would have been, do you know what I'm saying? We probably should have done this after, we should have done it tonight. But see that discipline. So in some aspects where I go out now, like we went out for a bit of dinner, I'm limiting my carbs. Even last night when I've had a few drinks, I'm still limiting the carbs. I'm just eating purely protein. Yeah. And you might be eating, a bit more rice.
Tempura,
Yes.
yeah.
Tempura, prawns when I stayed away from them. So I'm disciplined like that. But like I'm saying at the same time, so that's one good thing. But then, it's 11 o'clock, whatever time it was. I've then stayed out with a few friends. I had a few more drinks. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But when I've got something to do today, I should have just gone home. Like you was a professional. So that's what I'm trying to say. In one area you might not excel in, but in other areas you do. And it's all about balance. It's finding that balance with anyone.
And let's look into that a bit and to kind of see why. Because so yeah, complete true example. I go home, you don't. Now, I'm not looking at the fact that I've gone home because I'm so disciplined and
Yeah, yeah.
I need to do
But it
this.
is disciplined.
I get, yeah, I mean, it's like I say, a byproduct is the discipline because think if I stay out tonight,
Yeah,
I know that I had a podcast before this one,
yeah.
and I also have some calls and stuff to make. I know that if I go to bed at 3 o'clock, full of booze, and get up at 6, I'm gonna feel a fucking dog, like an absolute dog.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll be punishing myself. And as fun as it may be just out for a couple of hours more, I know it's not going to be worth it to me
No,
in
it's
the
never
morning.
worth it.
And
In
I
the heat of
guess
the moment, though.
that's my
Yeah.
I guess that's my it's not that I'm clever and super disciplined. I just think I don't want to feel like shit tomorrow and I
No,
don't
no,
want to let
no.
people
But
down.
that is
Why
discipline.
can't you do it?
But that is discipline. That is discipline. Because see, with me, it's all or nothing. Out of sight, out of mind. That me as a person, like I can, if I can quite easily, you know, not go out and not drink, like, and I can quite easily not come. Do you know what I'm saying? I can look for me. I was always going to drink yesterday. If I'm out, I'm out. There's no like going. I'm not that guy that goes down a pub for a couple of beers after work. I've never been that guy. My dad's never been that guy. If we're out, we're out. So what I do is I don't put myself in that environment. You know, I'd rather be if I'm. It's an environment where I'm just clean living, training every day, working, grafting every day. Yeah, that is. I'm a completely different person. Don't know. I'm still professional. I'm here now. I'm still here. I'll still turn up, but I'm I'm a better person, a better version of myself had I not been out last night. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And listen, fair play to you. Fair play to anyone to go out, have a few drinks, go home. I can't. And there's a lot of people like that.
Well, like you say, it's a parallel to the food that I guess you couldn't do that, so you went out. And I
Yeah.
guess because that was more important to you to go out. Whereas with the food, you could avoid the tempura, and I couldn't because I just think I don't care enough. I want that
Yeah, yeah,
tempura.
yeah,
I
yeah.
want that tempura
Mm.
because I don't care about the lack of
Yeah.
six pack.
Don't get me wrong, look, it's not when it's having a negative effect, like say I went out last night and I hadn't turned up today, that's when there's a problem. Because when you're not doing your commitments, work or any sort of commitments, even if you're missing, missing a dinner date or a lunch date with a friend, when you're missing commitments because you got out and got on the piss, that's when it's a problem. If it's affecting you in that sense, that's when you need to really look at yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? What I'm getting at is just that having that mindset where if I just left, I would feel a bit better. I'll be that bit better. Like I said, like anyone watching this now, be like, "You're sweet." I know I'm sweet, but I'm just saying, you're a professional. This is what I do. But at the same time, I know myself. I'm not 100%. Does that make sense? And
Absolutely.
that's because of my own life choices. And again, going back to having that discipline. Discipline in certain areas.
And just going back to the body dysmorphia, when, like you say, everybody has it because we all look at a picture or
Yeah.
compare ourselves a bit. But how do you control it so it doesn't get away from being, let's say, a competitive reason for you to try and better yourself to where it actually becomes a problem? Because like I don't know, if I look at a picture and say, oh, Lockie looks a bit more
Yeah. Yeah.
muscular than me, I need to get to the gym.
Yeah.
That's positive body dysmorphia. If I look at you and go,
No,
fuck
no,
me,
no,
I'm
that's
gonna,
not. That's
I'm,
negative.
I'm
No,
gonna,
that's negative body dysmorphia. You looking at me thinking, oh, Lockie looks a bit muscly. I need to get down the gym. That's negative.
no, but I mean, I'm using it for a positive reason. Like I'm
Yeah.
not going to punish
No, but it
myself.
is, I think that's actually a negative. I think that's actually, because since back in the day, I used to look at Van Damme or Arnie. That is where it all stems from. You're the hero, looking a certain way. You're competing subconsciously. You're competing with that person. You're thinking that heroes, mate, in everyday life, heroes don't look like that.
But I guess what I'm saying is I'm not doing it to compete with you.
Yeah.
I'm using that to make myself better, but not at the expense of my health and safety. Like I'm not going to go
Right.
fucking hell.
This is
I'm going to go and starve myself.
no,
and,
but this is where it goes wrong because you're looking at for inspiration, but people get obsessed with it, and you're not me, so you're not going to look like me.
and
Yeah.
and that was my question. Where's the line between
Yeah,
inspiration
and that's where it
and
becomes
trouble?
And that's what I'm trying to say. This is where it's a very slippery slope. It's like when someone's confident or arrogant. It's a very fine line. Inspiration or where it's been a positive and a negative. You can be. I look at certain fitness models. Or like I said, when I was a kid, I wanted to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think most boys did. That was how a hero in your head. That's what Superman, Batman. They're not fat, are they? They're how you look at them as kids. That's what you want to look at. But then it's subconsciously trying to achieve that can sometimes get carried away. You can get lost in trying to achieve perfection, and perfection is ultimately in your own head. You know what I'm saying? You've got to love yourself. Yeah. I know I'm in good shape, but I will still find fault. I'll take pictures. Even though I'm ripped, I've got a six pack, I'll still find fault in myself. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, people think I'm mad. When I look at pictures sometimes, if I add a picture of me, I'll find fault in it, even me looking ripped. And when people give me compliments, I find it hard to take compliments because I will look at a picture. I'm not seeing what they see. Does that make sense? And that's down to you as a person and then not becoming. This is why I spoke the other day because I see a lot of kids getting obsessed, a lot of young adults. There's adults our own age. Because I've got some of my friends the same age as us, older than us. Um, that talks to me about listen, that's one problem. But when the youngsters are becoming obsessed with their body, they should be obsessed about business, about life, being a better person. Don't get obsessed with being, looking a certain way. That's a very shallow way and a very negative way to live.